I don't know why it started doing that, but I don't like that.
It's new on Zoom.
It is new. It's a new feature. We're letting you know we're recording. That was for
Because they
people
don't
who
want
would
people to
start
get caught
recording.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, that was for that. Did we talk
That's
about this on
actually
the last
smart.
podcast? Yeah, is this how Jeffrey Toobin, the guy who was masturbating,
Yeah.
the guy who was masturbating on Zoom? He's probably what created that feature.
Hmm.
First
Yeah,
of all, with a name like Tubin, I believe it.
exactly. Toobin, he was
Tubin.
grooving with his Toobin. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave now. All right, guys, bye.
Wow.
Tubin's a
Wow.
groovin'.
I just decided to cancel this appearance.
It's too
Roofing
late.
with his tubing.
It's too late, Mal. You heard the Zoom lady. We are recording. All right, guys, welcome back to the struggle with Candice Thompson. What is that?
Sorry.
He was starting to start tubing. What are you doing?
Damn it, Mal.
We are
Okay,
zooming
I'm
while you
ready.
tubing.
I'm ready. I'm ready now.
I could go all day, people.
Wait, Mal.
X out the Pornhub first before you do business.
Can I do my intro now, Mal? Is it okay?
Yes, yes, yes. The floor is yours.
Jesus. Welcome back to the struggle with Candice Thompson, everyone. I am Candice Thompson, and to those of you who have been listening for a while, you already know that we're not really talking about struggles anymore because of everything that's happened. We are now just keeping it light and making things funny with our friends and talking about topical things, silly things, stupid things like masturbating on Zoom calls. So thank you for sticking around. To my new people, thanks for joining. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. We are on all podcast platforms. Rate and review us on iTunes. And last but not least, if you haven't told someone about the struggle, make sure you do that. Pay it forward and tell someone. I'm Jokes by Candice on social media. I'm going to introduce my co-host today. I mean, I guess this is your last day. I don't know why I said today.
Did you get fired on your day off? Well,
I mean, that's what I stepped away from the family to co-host this podcast.
He did.
Hey, everybody, I'm back. Mal Hall on social media. Unfollow me immediately because it's pointless to follow at Mal Hall on basically everything. Mal Hall TV on YouTube. Candice, who is our guest?
I'm very excited to have this young lady on with us today because we haven't seen each other in so long. And then we reconnected doing a show at the Long Beach Laugh Factory a couple of weeks ago. And I forgot how much I enjoyed her.
we had a good time.
We really did. And so we're just going to continue it on right now. Everyone, put your hands together virtually for LouLou Gonzalez.
Hey.
Thanks, everybody, for your virtual applause. Thank you for having me here, guys. It is truly an honor, and I can't wait to tell you my business.
We are very excited to hear. Where can people find you online, Lou? I mean, you've got tons of followers, but I'm sure people know who you are. But for the people who don't, where can they find you?
If you don't know me, you can follow me on Instagram at LouLou_Gonzalez, on Facebook at LouLou Gonzalez, Twitter LouLou Gonzalez. Just type in LouLou Gonzalez, you're gonna find me. There's only one of me, except for the chick that don't want to give me my Instagram name.
Oh, that's right.
I was about to fight her, but
what did she have, like 7 followers?
Exactly. And I was like, why you just won't give it to me? Because I wanted to take out that dash so I could just have LouLou Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And she don't want to give it to me. I'm like, come on, you messing up my dreams here.
No, she knows. She knows. That's out of spite. She's keeping it out of spite at this point because she's like, you're more successful than me, so I'm just gonna do this so I can at least have this on you. Absolutely, hater.
I remember one time Marlon Wayans tagged me in a post, and he tagged her.
That's what she's doing it for. To get tagged in posts.
The mistaken tags. That's 100%. That's 100% why she's doing this. Oh, no.
That is a whole underground life I want to be a part of. Like, how many people are doing that, holding hostage to certain people's names? Like, you got to get it before these people blow up.
No, I know. It happens to. I've had so many people on this show and they've said the same thing. I can't remember who it was, but it's been at least 20 people that have said, I want this other handle, but this other person is holding it hostage.
What is wrong with people?
People are miserable, LouLou. This is all they have.
Like, screw her life. I'm gonna hold on to her name. Like, damn, man. Like, give me my name, man. You ain't even using it right.
You're not even cute.
You're not even cute. What you doing? What you doing? Well, yeah. So thank you for having me here. I'm excited. I'm intrigued. I'm
Yeah.
like, where's this conversation going to go?
Oh yeah, no. Well, I do want to start off, Mal, really quickly. You said you woke up with a hangover, so I want to hear what
Yeah,
that's like. I'm sorry. Do you guys hear that banging?
Yeah.
You hear banging?
Who's doing
Yes.
that?
I've got construction going on upstairs.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought it was your neighbors. Like,
yeah, I mean, this is my life. And of course, it was dead silent for like the past 2 hours until I need to start recording. So,
I thought it was
anyway,
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Just keep going. We're going to pretend like we don't hear it.
So I just got vertical at 4:00 p.m., which it's been a struggle all day because number one, it's hot. Number two, my son woke up nice and early with all the energy in the world to want to do everything today, and my body was struggling with the hangover, and so yeah. But I feel good. I don't feel sharp, but hopefully I'll be entertaining.
So wait, you didn't get out of bed until 4:00?
No, I was out of bed, but I was laying around. I was like, hey man, I treated today like when we were in middle school and you would have a substitute teacher and they would just put a movie on. That's how I treated today for my son.
You just put mad movies on for him?
I just put, we're just gonna watch TV all day. It'll be fine. Daddy's gonna fall asleep right here.
How old is he?
He's 2.
2.
That's perfect. You ain't gotta do nothing.
You wake up, he's got like a
blowtorch
in one hand. You're like, Kalino.
Yeah, he is at that age where he's opening drawers and just grabbing, without looking in there, just grabbing stuff. So you have to, I have to keep an eye on him. So when it gets too quiet is when I know he's doing some shit. So I just had him watching movies all day.
Did you teach him how to say hangover?
No.
You guys should have watched Hangover.
Oh yeah.
We could have. He's mimicking. He's like mimicking words that people say though, so I don't need him to be the one.
Hangover. Hangover. You're like,
Kalino, daddy's fucked up.
Yeah.
See, you're not ready for kids, Candice. Look at you. Look at you.
I said fuck the other day, and he substitutes D's for F's right now. So he was like walking around for a good 45 minutes going duck, duck, and I was like, oh yeah, I gotta stop cussing.
Yeah.
Duck. Okay. My bad. That's on me.
They're like parrots.
Yeah,
yes.
For sure.
Yes, 100%. Why were you so lit on a Sunday night, Mal? Just curious.
So I had that.
Just curious.
I did that. I catered this birthday party for the neighbor, and there were drinks involved afterwards. So I just kind of tied one too many on. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The whiskey at the end of the night was unnecessary. I was cruising with seltzers like all day, and then they were like, "Want whiskey?" And my dumbass was like, "Sure, I'll have whiskey with you guys." Cut to, I don't remember. Yeah, I blacked out for sure.
Why am I face down in a pile of mozzarella?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I for sure just blacked out. Like,
yeah.
That casually. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, when you can walk home, it's kind of, it is what it is. And I haven't really been partying for like a year, so my tolerance isn't where it used to be. So, we have to make some mistakes.
Yeah.
To be better.
2 drinks get me lit right now. I had 2 drinks last night. I was like, woo!
Put your shirt back on.
I was like, yeah. And it was like, this is the second?
I think people in general are just really happy to be out. Like I've noticed at the shows that we've done, it's just like people people are heckling the comics, but in like a very like agreeable. They're just like, we'll say something and they're like, yes.
And then they want to have a conversation.
Yes.
I was like, hey, we'll talk later, man. This ain't the place, man. I got a show to do, man. What are you doing? Like,
yeah, you don't want to be mean because it's like they're obviously just really enjoying themselves. But I think I have noticed it more so than pre-pandemic because I think people are just like, oh my God, people faces. I'm just happy to be laughing again.
People are a lot nicer.
They're very grateful. That's like grateful heckling.
Yeah. It's gratitude heckling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing, though. It's a good feeling. It's like, haha, you didn't realize how much you needed us.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, and I also think they realized, like, oh shit, like what it was like to be live as opposed to everyone just being on their phone all the time.
Yeah.
Like, because all the social media stuff has like dragged people away from going out to live shows. It's like, but no, man, we need a balance. There's a way that both of these things can exist, coexist.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow the world is going back to normal, apparently.
Oh yeah, tomorrow's the 15th. Gavin Newsom be tripping though, so I don't know what he was talking about. Well, I don't know. I'm like, why are you still our governor? Aren't you being recalled right now? Please go away. Yeah.
By the way, if you don't live in California, that was a spot-on impression of Gavin Newsom.
I don't know.
That's exactly what he sounds like.
He sounds like Clint Eastwood in a Western. Well, I don't know, Pilgrim. I don't know. We might have masks and we might not.
Yeah,
that's how every white man over the age of 50 sounds in my head.
Just ghoulish. I don't know.
I don't know. LouLou, you told me you went on a date. Was it last night?
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa, cheap date, 2 drinks.
We need to.
It was definitely not a cheap date. I don't know who you talking to. You wasn't talking to me. It was a fantabulous, expensive ass meal.
But we say cheap date when you don't have to, like, there are some girls that are a bottomless pit for alcohol.
For liquor, like, yeah.
So you said you were feeling twisted off 2 drinks?
Yeah, I mean, I could have kept going. The only reason I did it is because I was like, I'm not having sex with you tonight. So
she's like, it's the first date. Let me calm down.
Simmer down. I was like, yeah. I mean, and it was like literally it was a tequila club soda with lime.
Oh yeah.
So I had 2 of those with my meal, but they were like literally like nothing. It was more club soda than tequila.
Right.
But it was a very nice dinner with a very nice man.
Well, I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to bring this up because LouLou and I have a past.
Girl, so I'm like celebrating this date right now, but at the same time I'm like, don't get too excited, but get excited, but don't get too excited.
But don't get too, because you already know if something wrong could go wrong, it will. Because that's dating.
How it is.
That's just single being a single straight woman in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So wait, before we get to the date, I want to talk about LouLou, what year was this when you and I did that BT's podcast and then he set us up on
I want to
dates?
say maybe 2000.
BT Kingsley?
Kingsley, yes.
Okay.
I want to say 2016.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Has to be around, I was thinking the same thing, like 15, 16. Okay.
Yes, it's around that time.
Yeah, and we were over at his place. We were podcasting. Who else? There was who was the other person that was there? Nate Jackson.
Because Nate set me up with his pick. And BT set you up with his pick.
That's what it was. Okay, I thought BT did both of us. Okay.
Wait, this is a podcast where BT hooks his girlfriends up with.
No.
We were just complaining so much about the dating scene at that time that him and Nate were like, we could find guys for you. We was like, there's no way.
They made it sound They made it sound as if we had no idea what we were doing. We were always choosing the wrong guys. And all they had to do was go and scroll to the top 5 people in their phone, and they would just pick one, and he would be a Prince Charming. That easy. Like, they made it sound like, y'all just not doing it right. I'll find a good guy for you right now. I got a guy in mind right now. And it's like, let me tell you. Okay, wait. I think your experience was funnier than mine.
He was a horrible dresser. That's just off top horrible dresser for a first date. Trash. And then his personality was dry as fuck. And the whole date was just like, why am I here, bro? Like, do you know this is a date? Like,
you own a mirror in your house, my guy?
I was like, what is happening? And then it was just there was no conversation. Like, everything was just dry. There was no attraction. He looked, you know what he looked like? He reminded me of like those uncles, like those old dudes who still try to dress young and talk young and act young.
Oh no.
Like one of those mixed with like he also just got out of prison. And then was like,
wait, you gotta pick a lane, because you can't be all of these. You can't be all these stereotypes.
So it was just like, I don't want to be here. It was like, I don't want to be here. And then we never talked again after that. He hit me up like a couple of times and I just ignored him. I'm not that person that I don't care. I'm not going to text you back to tell you why. You know why. You know what the fuck is wrong with you. I'm not giving you an explanation. I'm just done. I'm just walking out the door. Like, that's it.
I mean, we don't know how his dates normally go. He might have thought it went well. That's why he was hitting you up.
That is a good point, LouLou. You don't know. Maybe in his head he may have killed it.
Yeah, men are like shitty comedians. You know what I mean? Like comedians that continuously go on stage and their friends are like, "Oh, that was great," and they go, "Yeah, that was great." Like they talk themselves into it. That could be this dude. He's like, I'm wearing all of my freshest, most litest shit. My friend said lit a few times at the date, so she knows I'm hip. And he thought it went great.
It was so bad. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna just focus on these jokes. That's it.
Do you remember where you guys went? Like, did you go out to like a meal, or was it like coffee?
It was a restaurant. We had it was sushi. We wanted to have sushi somewhere.
Okay.
But yeah, it was cool. I don't remember if he liked sushi or not.
Hilarious.
Or he was one of those. Yeah, I don't remember if he was like one of those guys that like
chicken teriyaki.
Like he goes to like we go to a sushi spot. He like, y'all got burgers? Like, no.
Y'all got spaghetti? Like, no. Brad Nobu, dude.
Don't make spaghetti, bruh. Oh, I'm only used to spaghetti. You know, that's what I like. Get the fuck out of here with your basic ass.
What do you have that's cooked? Nothing. There's a situation. We don't have a stove in here.
Oh God. Yeah, no, the problem is I think at least so, and your guy wasn't in entertainment, right? Like he was just a he was a regular.
No. But more and more I'm starting to notice like I rather like you not be in entertainment.
No, same.
Date a civilian.
Yeah. Like I want you to be knowledgeable of what I do and you know the importance of it.
That's the key.
But you're out of it.
Yes.
Or you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go in combat with my boyfriend where we both got jokes to tell and you can't tell them jokes now. I'm gonna tell my jokes. Don't talk about the relationship. Like you don't talk about the relationship. Like
and getting jealous over like who you booked something and I didn't, or you're more famous than I am. It's a whole dynamic that I don't want to deal with. But you know what's funny is that what's difficult and very tricky is that it's hard for us to date, just like you're saying, you want to have someone who understands what you do. So it's hard to date what we call a civilian because it's hard for them to understand like why their chick has to be out at 2:00 in the morning, right? And on the road with a male comic, right? It's hard for them to be okay with that a lot because they don't understand the grind and it's just what we have to do.
Yeah.
Insecure ass dudes.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I think it's also like it's something that, you know, it's a maturity thing. Like they might not get it at one point in time, but then when they're older, like they look back and be like, oh, well, I should have let her do that because now I understand. It's just you know, it's all a timing thing. But The guy BT set me up with was in entertainment. He wasn't a comic. He wasn't an actor. He's, I guess, like a spoken word person.
He does the poetry that does not rhyme.
I hate spoken word.
Yeah,
I hate spoken word.
I'm not a fan either.
That joint just irks my soul, man. It's
No, I know. It's just gotta. I guess I'm just not a fan of like poetry to begin with.
It's passionate talking.
It is passionate talking. It's 100, and it's not. And the passionate talking that I like is like hip hop. Like I like rap. Like
I just want to listen to rap.
Yeah, like we already have that, so we don't need this. It's like the watered down version of what this already is. So
it's rappers that can't flow. So
there's
like no beat.
They can't stay on beat.
Yeah,
he was
I never
very
thought
light
about it
skinned.
like that. I like that.
He was super light skinned like me, so he may not have been able to find a beat. But that's another thing is I do not like dating people who are like as light or a little bit darker. I don't like that. Two lights do not make a right. I do not.
Wow.
I think it's here's the thing, yo. I used on some real shit. Like I used to only like, not that I didn't, think they were attractive, but I only used to date like super light skinned dudes, like dudes your color.
Yeah.
And like maybe like up to like maybe my color. And
yeah, like, when they were in style.
Yeah. Now I'd be like, come here, black man with your black ass. Come here. I don't know. The thing is just shifted. There's one or two guys that I went out with were like super light skinned, but it was just like they do a lot of the.
It's Drake. It's Drake syndrome. They all want to be Drake, and Drake is a pretty fuckboy.
Drake.
Drake is Drake, and I can't deal with dudes who are behaving like Drake. I just don't have time.
I realized I don't want like super pretty dudes anymore. I used to love a pretty dude. Like I would love ooh. Now I'm like, ugh, get out of here. You got filters? They be having filters on their picture.
Because those are the gay ones. Okay, wait, let me put a pin in that because we're gonna dovetail back to that. But I want to let me
a
finish
picture
the
real quick.
story.
Sorry. I'm gonna show you a picture of this dude who tried to holler at me, and then you tell me.
Wait, is this the one you showed me at the Laugh Factory? He had a purse.
Another one.
TJ Khaled.
She showed me a picture of the dude who she matched with like on an app, and he was wearing a purse.
No, he didn't match. I didn't match.
Oh, he just liked you.
To match.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
you wouldn't have liked him, right?
And I was like, "Do we got on a purse?"
Yeah, he had a purse and his hip was popped.
I'm gonna send this to you because I was about to buy this belt right here, but he bought it before.
He got it first. Who wore it better, me or my boyfriend?
I just
That's why you can't date a pretty dude.
Because here's the
he's
thing:
trying to borrow all of your shit.
I accidentally bought this dating app because I was way too lit and I wasn't reading correctly, and I bought it by accident. So I have all these months for free where I could see when people like me.
Oh,
so this guy, he keeps liking me over and over and over again. I keep deleting him, and I'm like, "You dress like a woman, bro."
Yeah, his jeans are way too tight.
And I was gonna buy that belt. That's a woman's Gucci belt.
That is a woman's Gucci belt. He's wearing
Send
a
me the
white
picture.
too.
Send me the picture.
I'll send it to you. I also don't like when dudes have too many holes in their jeans.
And I do that joke on stage.
Oh, that's right. So, with all the thigh meat showing.
So I did that joke on Saturday, and there was this dude in front, and his girlfriend let me roast him for like the whole half hour of the show. And I guess at one point she got tired, and she was like, because he an all man. He is all man. I was like, not until he get all pants. He needs all pants.
You left 40% of your jeans at the store. You got to go back and get those. I don't like that at all. It's not a good look.
It's not a good look.
This guy also looks like he doesn't know how to play pool. He just thought it would be a good spot to take a photo.
To lean on it, yeah.
So it's like, excuse me, I know you guys are playing a game right now, but could I just get a picture real quick.
Say, get my homie to say. And it's like, who took this picture? You know his boy took it, which is also a whole nother issue.
Yeah.
His boy who's also dressed like him?
100%. Dudes who don't dress like this don't hang out with dudes who dress like this.
No.
Because they're going to get clowned as soon as they come out the door. They're going to be like, hey, bro, man, why are you dressed like this?
Why are you dressed like this?
What is happening? So,
this was a conscious choice. Wait.
Are you high? You drunk? Somebody forcing you to do this.
Yeah, you lost a bet, right?
Yeah. It's definitely...
Someone dared him to put on his little sister's clothes.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I have standards. I have standards, man. One, don't dress like me.
Don't, and look better in the stuff.
Why are you filtered, sir?
Yeah.
But no, that's another thing is this dude that he set me up with not only did like spoken word, but and was he also super light skinned. He was also not, he was, and I don't like shitting on short dudes because I know they can't help it. I get it. I'm not shitting on him, but I'm a short woman. So if you're not much taller than me, I just can't. I'm 5'4". So, and I think he was maybe 5'5"-ish, maybe.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, so it was light skin, too light skin. And he was also pretty too, like, just like I could beat him up. Like that I could, if we had gotten into a fight, I know he can't protect me. And that is something that I think a lot of straight women look for in a man. So there was
You guys are just really narrowing down the dating pool he has to choose from.
Yeah.
This poor guy.
Oh, she needs somebody
so he can only date little people, or like.
Yes, there's a lot of girls out there who are 4'11".
There are tiny women everywhere.
There are tiny women anywhere. Why would you want to be with somebody that's taller than you?
Yeah.
Because he probably is not insecure about it. He's like, this is how tall I am, but I like you.
Well, I don't like
and
you.
He's pointing up. He's like, I like you, girl.
Little man.
Yeah. And here's the thing is that he wasn't that I've dated a dude that was 5'6" before. So it's like if he had been other things and other positive things and 5'6", I could have overlooked it. But it was all of these things. And then so he really liked me though too. We went out, I think we maybe went out twice. We went out and like got coffee once, and then we went out to dinner. He took me to this Ethiopian restaurant. But he did keep hitting me back up. I even think I went to the recording studio with him one time. I
was low-key digging him for a little bit.
No, I wasn't. I was trying. That was me being like, Candice, you're too picky.
I hate those moments.
You know, you're too picky. Maybe there's something wrong with you. Maybe you cut guys off too quickly. So give him another chance. And I was like, he seems really nice. But the chemistry, we didn't even kiss. Like the chemistry just wasn't there for me. And I don't remember what happened. We just stopped communicating. But one of her really good friends who lives in LA, she started dating this guy. And I didn't know at the time. So, but fast forward like maybe 2 or 3 years down the line, and I'm talking to this chick and she starts complaining about this ex that she had. And she just was like, yeah, he's like a spoken word dude. I was like, there can't be more than one out here. So who is it?
There's a lot of them. A whole bunch of them.
There are 2, more than there should be, for sure. And then she said his name, and I was like, I went out with him, but she was like, he's the worst. She was like, we dated for, I think even over a year, but she was like, he was emotionally like abusive. Like, I think he has a narcissist, like has personality disorder. And I was like, oh, I dodged a bullet. But then, and so it's so silly because it's like, you guys don't have any clue like how your dudes treat women. Like men don't have those conversations. You'll be best friends with a psychopath and don't even know it. Somebody who's like a womanizer, and you just don't even know. You think you're setting. They really thought those guys were like top notch. Like I wouldn't set you up with someone who would disrespect you. And
like we were gonna get married. Like I was gonna fall in love and marry that one.
We were supposed to go back and record another episode, a follow-up, but I don't think we ever did that.
No need.
There was no need.
The follow-up.
Nothing to say.
Mm-hmm.
So Lulu and Candace, how is the wedding planning coming? Because I know I set you guys up with my bestest.
I was like, that was the best you had? That was the best you had?
It felt very last minute. It felt very, hey man, you free? I got you in an hour. Can you take my homegirl out real quick? That's what it felt like.
Like he texted 10 dudes and the one that responded was the one he set you up with.
Yeah.
Did the dude last night pay for the meal? Pay for everything?
He did. He paid for everything.
Good man. Good
for
man.
my valet, for everything.
Oh wow. So wait, how did you meet this guy? We have to talk. I need the inception. How did you meet?
Okay, so it's a funny story, not really. I slid into his DMs on Facebook about 2 years ago. And we was talking like, casually talking, whatever. But at that time, he was like, yo, I'm not really, he was honest. He was like, I'm not really looking for anything serious right now. And I was like, I respect that, I am. And he was like, cool. And I was like, peace.
Yeah.
And then he tried to hit me up like later. He was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, bye. And it was really just like that. He was like, hey, what's up? I was like, bye.
Yeah.
You know what I want. And if you don't want it, goodbye.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't waste my time.
Then fast forward 2 years later, he hit me up like a week and a half ago. And he was like, hey, what's up? And I was going on a whole rant with a whole bunch of female comedians. It was me, Jackie Fabulous, Courtney Black, Crystal Powell. It was like Pretty Ricky. It was a whole group chat of women. We was all just bashing men. And the fire was up here. Like it was like smoke was coming through my ears. And I was like, I'm delaying all my dating apps. Fuck this shit. I'm tired. And then he hit me up on Facebook and he's like, hey, shorty, what's up? I was like, what the fuck you want? What's up?
Just mad. He didn't even do nothing.
He was like, I'm just wanting to say what's up, see how you doing. I said, I'm in the same place you left me in. What's up? What's good? And he was like, just checking to say hi. I said, look, I don't need you to check and say hi. I said, oh, sorry, I got a lot of male friends. I'm a female comedian. I got a lot of male friends. I don't need no more male friends. And so he's like, damn, I'm not trying to press on you or nothing. I was just saying hi. I said, if you ain't trying to press on me, don't say nothing to me. What the hell? And he was like, well, damn. He's like, well, I'm sorry. He was like, I don't got no issues with you.
Oh my God.
He's like, I don't got no issues with you now. He's like, I'm still willing to meet you. Is you? And he's like, well, can I get your number? And I was like, here. And I gave it to him. And then he texted me and I was like, hey.
That poor dude had to work up the courage to reach out to you again after 2 years.
Yeah, he did.
And that's what
For
he
the
got.
third time.
For the third time.
He's like, I hope she doesn't say bye. And then you hit him with all that other stuff, and he was like, I wish he would have just said bye, because now my feelings are hurt. What did I do?
But it was good. It was good in that way, because I'm like, yo, this is who I am. Like, you got to understand this is who I am, and this is what I'm looking for.
Yes.
So I'm not in a position to waste my time or just entertain anybody. So he started to, convey like, yo, what I wanted back then, definitely not what I want now. I'm looking for something completely different. And I'm like, oh shit, then we could let's see what's going on. Come on, husband, let's go.
Nice.
I'm looking for a husband. I'm not looking for no weekend. I'd had a lot of weekends.
First date energy is nice. I haven't had one of those in a very long time, but first date energy is very...
Yeah, but it can be awkward. It can be awkward, though. It can be mad awkward.
We had a lot of like FaceTime before.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Yeah.
So like we was FaceTiming like high schoolers, like 4 or 5 hours a night.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like weird. I was like, oh, I'm grown. Like, what the fuck? Oh, my grown ass man for 4 hours at night, yawning and shit. Like you hang up. Now you hang up.
Yeah, now you hang up.
So there was that.
2, 3.
Yeah, it was like, you still alive. No. No. So it was like that energy, but it's also like, that first date nervous energy is like, yeah, I've seen you on FaceTime, but now it's like, okay, I'm gonna be in your presence,
Right.
around you.
Right.
And then I started sweating like I was going on, like I had a set. I felt like I had a set. Like I was on next.
I'm about to bomb. Right.
So I was sweating and I was hot and I was like, oh, but I got there before him, which was good. So I was like, oh, I could get ready. I could like case out the place, like look for shit, you know what I'm saying? In case I need an exit. You never know, So I went outside, I checked in, they was like, oh, he's not here yet. I was like, no, he's gonna be right, like 5 minutes. I walk outside, I'm on the phone, like trying to do some business, and I'm on the phone, and I just hear somebody say, you waiting for somebody? And I was like, oh man, I'm waiting for you. So apparently he was standing there watching me for like 5 minutes, just admiring me. He was like, yeah, I was just watching for a little bit. I was like, oh man. Okay.
Little old me.
So yeah, he was a complete gentleman. Had a great date, had a great conversation, and yeah, paid for everything, held my hand, walked me to my car, all that good stuff.
That guy is way cooler than I'll ever be.
No, Mal, you could never say I've been watching you.
No.
It's the way you say it. It's not, it's the how you deliver it.
No, yeah, I know how my voice sounds, and I can't change it. Hey, I was watching you for like 5 minutes.
And she's like, okay, I have to call the cops.
I gotta go. That's when you hit your girls with the I gotta go. Call me right now. Call me right now. But you know what? It only worked because I already like him. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. 100%. If that had been a random dude, it'd have been creepy as fuck.
He could have said Goonie Goo Goo, and I'd have been like,
he knows comedy. He likes Eddie.
So it was all just like it felt like a cute little Lifetime movie. Nice. So I put on a dress. It was girl. I put on heels.
Adorable. Oh, I support this. I'm very excited for you.
And I put on a wholesome dress. You got
no cleavage.
No, just a little bit. A little bit. But everything was it wasn't super form fitting, so you right now got ass. You only gonna see all that ass. Like,
yeah.
What's like what I envy, and I think I told you I love like your curves. I love curves in general because I've never had them. Like if I try to get curvy, it goes to the wrong places. It like goes to my face. Goes straight to my stomach. It's not a good look. It doesn't go to my breast or my hips. It doesn't ever land where it's supposed to land.
Yeah, do Candice's elbows look bigger to you?
Her forearms look crazy.
It goes to my shoulders.
She's trying to get
Candice playing football?
Her kneecaps is mad knowledge.
Yeah, I have always admired like women with like hourglass. It's just never. I've definitely more of like athletic, like. But like you can even a modest dress on you with, you know what I'm saying, because your curves are so like voluptuous, would still be like sexy. I would look like a sister wife. They'd be like, who's this dude I agreed to go on this date with?
I was trying to find the right amount of, I want to be sexy, but not like lustful.
Of course.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I like him. I can't fuck him.
Right.
So,
yeah.
I gotta go fuck somebody else.
Yeah.
You You can't have sex with the guy you like. You gotta go have sex with somebody else to make you not want to have sex with him.
Correct.
Until he's ready to wife you, then you have sex with him. Then you leave the other dude.
This is some brand new information.
I'm telling too much of the secrets. My bad.
This is my life, though. I'm the straight dude that has girlfriends, so I've been privy to a lot of conversations like this, but I've never heard it described that way.
Oh, you're welcome.
Oh yeah.
Like because I'm the nice guy, and I'm like, hey, but have sex with me though.
Because she like
No,
you.
because I like you, but I like you too.
I can't
That's
ruin
why I
this.
want to have sex.
Because you know why? Because she wants you to like, she wants to be a girlfriend. She
Yeah.
wants to be in a relationship with you. She doesn't like the sex will be there, but she's like, I just gotta make sure I can get him. You know, once I get him, I give him the.
Then he gets the prize.
The dudes I have sex with, I don't like them.
I haven't liked a man I've had sex with in 17 years.
Yeah, if I had sex with you real soon, I ain't like you. You let me hit it too quick. I don't like you. He told me that too. He told me that. He was like, I can't have sex with you tonight. I was like, why? What's up?
You weren't even going to, and you're still offended. Why not?
No intention. But I was like, what you mean you not having sex with me tonight? Why? And he was like, because I like you. And I was like, so? I like you too. What's up? He was like, no, because if I have sex with you now, I'm not going to wife you. He's like, I won't even call you tomorrow. I'll be done with you. He's like, because you make me feel like I'm not special. Like you do this with everybody. I was like,
oh, that's why. Well, you know what? That's a good thing to hear because women, we assume that when a guy doesn't call after we have sex with him too quickly, that he's just a misogynist or a sexist. But what you're saying there, it's he put the onus on himself. It was like, that makes me feel bad.
Like you do this with everybody.
Yeah, he's not thinking you're a whore, which I think a lot of women automatically think when a guy, he just probably thought I was a whore because I put out too quick. And it's like, no, it had nothing to do with that. It was the fact that he didn't feel special, which I think is a good person. I've never heard that before.
And then I hit him with but I don't usually do this.
I only have sex with men I don't like. What don't you understand?
This will be completely new for me. I'll call you tomorrow. You could actually sleep in my bed. I don't let these men in my bed. They don't even know I got a bedroom.
This guy sounds like just a very smooth fucking customer though, because he almost reverse psychologied his way into having sex with you.
Oh yeah, if that was his plan.
Sorry, we can't have sex tonight.
Yeah. He was like, if we have sex tonight, just know we done. This we done. We're not doing this no more. And I was like, but no, I want commitment. He's like, well then wait. I was like, follow on date 2. Is that? Do I get dispatched on date 2? Is that what the rules is? But see, as a comedian, you could throw out anything and be like, oh, those are just jokes.
Yeah.
I was just joking.
Yeah. But not really.
Unless you're gonna let me smash. I was just joking. Let me go fuck.
Oh no, well I'm rooting for so you just went out with him this weekend for the first time.
Yes.
And do we have another date set to go out, or is it just kind of you've just been texting or calling and
we've been texting and calling, but he definitely said at the date, he's like, when do you want to go on a second date? And I was like, soon. And he was like, okay. So I gotta let him know my schedule. So once I let him know my schedule, then we can put something together. So, and he's busy too, which I like. I don't like dudes who just like completely free. Like,
yeah, no.
What the hell you doing all day, bro?
Yeah, like, texting nonstop. Do you work?
What is you doing?
Yeah, I don't care what job you have, but you should have one.
You don't got no responsibilities at all?
Yeah, no. Nobody got time for that. So wait, if he asked you, can I go see you perform, what would you say? He's
been asking and asking and asking. He's like, can I get a joke? I said, first of all, no, you can't just get a joke. It doesn't work like that. So he's like, so when? I was like, maybe date 4. He's like, hold up. So you let me smash on date 2. Yes. But date 4 is when I get to hear your jokes. I was like, yeah, that's completely different.
Yeah, that's different. That's personal. And,
that's personal.
It's very intimate
and private.
What I do on stage.
I'm like, yo, that's me in my rawest form and nature and comfortableness.
For sure.
And it's different if you a stranger or whatever, but if you're somebody I'm trying to date, sometimes seeing us in that light can change things.
100%. What if also you don't have a good set?
Then he's like, "Oh, you're not really that funny." And I'm like,
Exactly.
no, you don't understand the crowd. The crowd,
Yeah.
the crowd.
Yeah.
You gotta send him YouTube clips. See, look, I think you're here.
You gotta like, hey, Jamie Foxx, come here, Jamie Foxx. Tell him I'm funny.
You know I'm funny.
So yeah, you just never know. So I'm like, until you're like my boyfriend, like then that's like, I mean, I don't come to your job and watch you do what you do.
Exactly. They don't think that what we do is our job. And I'm like, you don't understand. Because when they go out to a comedy club, it's like, oh, this is entertainment for them. And it's like, but we are the entertainment. Like, I can't be focusing on you and my set, right? Like, I can't be present and yeah, it's too much, especially it's too early. It's too early.
It's too early. And I told them, I was like, honestly, if you want to come see me, I was like, it would be best that you come see me and don't tell me you're coming. Come with your boys or something like that. Don't tell me you're coming. Or, you know what I'm saying, just don't come.
Right.
And don't be an idiot and sit in the front.
And then they'd be like, don't do no jokes about me. I said, hold on, look, first of all, I got a whole set that I'm working on that has nothing to do with you. And I was like, if you are dating me, just know that there will be situations, because my stage life is my life.
Exactly.
So I'm going to bring things that happen. I'm not going to say your name and your social security number and your Instagram and this is where you can find them. Like, I will reference something that happens and then mix it all together.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not going to say your name. I'm not going to be like, yo, so-and-so from,
and then him right here, this guy.
It was that nigga right there. I have a joke about a guy that I was seeing. It's my, we're actually friends still to this day. Like, we had a moment where it was like, this isn't going to work. So we took like a year off not speaking to one another just to like, I don't need to be around you right now because I'm just taking everything in. But we're fine now. But he was such a bizarre person. He didn't have toilet paper on numerous occasions that I'd gone over to his apartment. And I'm like, are you an adult? He didn't have toilet paper, LouLou. He didn't have water. Like, all he had was
he wiping?
I don't know how he was alive. Like, I asked him, and this is what my joke is. I asked him, why don't you have any toilet paper? And he said, well, I didn't know you were coming over today.
Today?
And I was like, this is not something that you just break out for guests like it's coffee cake. Like, you should just have it. You should always have, like, I don't know, sometimes you got a boo-boo and you don't know, I don't have mine scheduled. Like, it just happens. It's life. So like, you don't know, right? Like,
he's like, oh, I don't go get toilet paper till 3 p.m. shit. That's when I go.
LouLou, we're talking about a person who I was like, I don't know. And he's not, you would hear that and you're like, oh, maybe he didn't have money. He's poor. No, this is a successful actor. He has been on multiple things, like makes a lot of money.
Sense.
He's just, I don't know what he was going through at the time. We even reconnected the other day and he was like, yeah, I was going through something, but whatever.
Sounds like he was going through toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
You know what? Dating as an adult is when I found out how weird men are. Like, the life that they choose to lead. Like, I went out with this dude one time and like we met up at his crib first because we were gonna go to the crib and then go to dinner, right? Mm-hmm. And I met him at his house, and when I walked into his house, it smelled like dog automatically.
Did he have a dog?
He had 2 dogs.
Okay.
and then when I walked in, like, the whole kitchen was covered in empty Gatorade bottles. I'm not making this up.
Why?
All on the counter, like over like a mountain. I'm not like, it was like raining bottles of Gatorades. And then
wait, was he an artist? Was he like,
no, he was an athlete. He was a ball
collecting
player.
them and was gonna make like a skull, like found art.
I don't know. He was a ball player, so maybe he was just like, he's like, I don't know. Maybe he had a thing for the bottles. I don't know. I don't know. But I was like, at first I was like, all right, we'll just keep going. Like, you know, nobody's perfect.
Right.
Everybody got their own thing. Then in his bedroom, he had the bed on the floor.
Oh, no.
Bed, and then the dog was on the bed.
No.
Candice, I had nowhere to sit. I was itching. No. I was itching. And then you know how the place smells dirty? Like the rug was dirty.
No.
And he was like, sit down. I was like, where? So then
over here on this couch that I've constructed out of Gatorade bottle.
He's like, so then he's like, I was like, yo, can I go wash my hands? Because I was touching the dog. I was like,
Yeah.
the dog smells dirty. So I was like, let me go wash my hands. I went into his bathroom.
Oh,
There was
no.
no soap.
No soap.
There was no toilet paper. There was no shower curtain. And the whole thing was dirty.
No
The soap-
shower curtain.
The only, you know, like those, like a crushed up thing of Irish Spring.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's been used, and it was just like in the little home, the thing that comes with the soap dish that comes with the
Yeah.
and it was there. I was like, I am not touching that.
No, it probably had a pube on it.
And I left the bathroom, and I just stood there, and I was like, I think I'm gonna go. And he was like, you ready? He's like, you don't want to smoke? I was like, no. I was like, it's getting late. I gotta go. And then he hit me the next day. He's like, what's up? Like, what's going on? The energy change. I was like, you want me to be real with you? He's like, please. I was like, you are living in filth.
Told him that.
I was like, you are mad dirty. I was like, yo, on summer. I was like, I would have never say anything. I was like, but this is mad. And you know what he responded back with? He said, LOL, ha 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 ha. All right, shorty.
See, yeah, those are the people that are never going to change. Because, like, I'm a fan of people telling people, you know, what was wrong so that they don't just continue in the same pattern. And you're going to have two types of people, the kind that are receptive to it and be like, you know what, thank you for saying that. Now I know for future when I have chicks over, at least I should change my lifestyle. But even if he doesn't change his lifestyle, at least when I know I'm having a chick over, I'll try to clean it before she comes.
Yeah.
Or the people that are just like, they just can't take it. And they think you're joking, or they think you're trash because you said it, you hurt their feelings, and they're not ready to hear the truth. Yeah.
And then you try to match with me back on a dating app too. I was like, if you don't get out of here with your dirty bomb self,
and your crumpled soap.
Get out of here.
That was, I mean, I'm like the messy one I'm just like a messy person, right? But
you're not dirty.
I'm not dirty. I'm a messy person.
Yeah.
But when I was living in LA at that apartment, Candice, and Carlene, my fiance, would like gonna come up from San Diego, because I respect the women that I'm with, I would make sure to clean everything. So like when she comes in, all the laundry's done, the bathroom is all clean, the kitchen's clean, so it's like comfortable.
Yeah.
But that's something that you have to
be
check
taught.
yourself on, you know what I mean? It's like, I am dirty, like messy.
You're aware of it.
So, but that's fine just for me. But if you're gonna have company, clean up your Gatorade bottles. Fucking go recycle.
I didn't even know what he was doing with those Gatorade bottles.
I should have asked him that. That was the real question.
I mean, I understand people recycle, so it's like, but you wouldn't have like a wall of Gatorade bottles. You'd have like maybe 6 or 7. What
if she was like, to be honest with you, I'm a Powerade girl, so I can't. This is too much
I'm sorry.
And it was crazy because the kitchen was like this was the window, and there was like all this counter space, right?
Yeah.
So it was like Gatorade, mountains, and they were in like plastic bags, like the trash bags, tall kitchen bags.
What?
So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the floor. I was like, yo, what is this? Like, is this the trap house? Am I at the trap house?
Yeah, I don't understand. So I think that just in general, and there are exceptions with men, of course, but like that's why a lot of men have to have, because you know there are men that are clean and neat, but like a lot of men, they just don't have that. I think there is a difference between men and women when it comes to like domestic shit. Like people try to deny that that's just real, but like, no, it's biological. We know how to keep a home for the most part better. And of course you're going to have women that don't know how to do that. But again, I would say the majority of women know how to like clean up shit better than, and we just like it to be comfortable for us. So even if we don't like cleaning or don't enjoy it, we're still going to do it because it makes us feel better. So it's like, I don't know how a lot of single dudes are alive when I say that, because when I was at dude's place, he didn't have any water. I was like, what are you drinking?
I tell dudes all the time, I'm like, you need a woman in your life.
Yes.
You will
it's
kill
not
yourself.
Gonna be me.
It's not going to be me.
You need a woman. in your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta find one. You gotta find one that's maybe she can't smell or like she's blind. You gotta find one though, but it's not gonna be me.
Candice, you understand? I'm so like nervous. Like I don't want to mess this up. Like I'm so like trying to be on my P's and Q's. I'm like, do everything that you would normally not do. Like,
the opposite, right?
Yeah, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Just shut
Go
up.
against your instincts.
Anytime I'm like, don't do it. Don't do it. This is why you single. We gotta reel them in. How do I reel them in?
It's really tough for us because we are so vocal and we're so used to clowning around with dudes who are also comics. So going back and forth and like making fun of what they're wearing, making fun of what their hair, you know, just tapping on one another. It's like in a relationship situation that could end very badly.
even just the tone of things, how I talk and how I address you,
it's
like,
very aggressive. Yeah.
Even though like talking to him now, sometimes he checks me a little bit, and I'll be like, okay. All right. I'm not gonna say that again.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, LouLou, is that I have that same, you know, fear and issue, but it's like at the end of the day, we are who we are, and you can make certain, you know, adjustments to like just be more considerate, right? Or like to if he expresses to you, yo, when you do this, that hurts my feelings, something like that. Be, you know, obviously be cognizant of that and try to make sure you don't do that again. But it's like,
don't call him a bitch when he says that.
Yeah, that's normally.
I'm
what
sorry,
I
I hurt your feelings, bitch.
Right, bitch.
Like you sound like a straight bitch right now. Like you got feelings? Fuck out! You sound like a bitch.
These are the conversations. This is how we talk with our comedian male friends. So it's like, to people listening, like we're joking, but we're also very serious. I called many of my male friends bitches before.
All the time, like, you sound like a straight bitch. Eat that shit. You don't want to eat your taco? You sound like a bitch. You call him a bitch for everything. Like, oh, you turn your show women over, you sound like a bitch.
I didn't know it was bitch Thursdays today. Oh shit!
I'm going to bitch Thursdays. I like that show. That show should be lit.
Bitch Thursday. Real talk though, real talk. So it's like it's gonna get to a point where, you know, it's like he's either just gonna have to accept you if you're making too many concessions where it's like you're changing too much. Then that's not, you know, he gotta love you and accept you, the whole of you. So
yeah,
I don't understand the dude saying like, or anyone being like, but you can't talk about me on stage. It's
yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah,
no,
I can't
it's
do
gonna
that.
happen,
I'm gonna talk
bro.
about you.
He could change his mind about that. You know, that's probably just that's the thing I think most new people would say if they were dating a comedian. Then they see how you perform and they'd be like, yeah, no, I'm fine with it. I know you as a person. I know your character. You would never like humiliate me on stage.
That's a weird thing to bring up though. Like I would just never. Carlene never did that, to her credit.
She's a woman.
She's a woman, right? That is different.
She's not having to fight insecurity on that level. It's completely different.
Right.
We're used to being the butt of our boyfriend's jokes.
We're used to being the butt of all comedians' jokes. Like there's so many male comics that just, you know, they shit on women all the time. So it's we're used to, right? We can take that. But yeah, to be on the opposite, the other end, yeah.
And that we're funny too. And it's different when you get a whole bunch of people laughing about you. You're like, oh, these motherfuckers laughing about me. And then they start to feel some type of way. Then now, when at the end of the show, when he's waiting for me to be finished, and everybody's like, "Oh, that joke is that him? Is that who you was talking about?" Like, no, that was another fan. I love this one.
We have maybe like 5 minutes left. So I did, you know, I told you what I wanted to really talk about. We didn't talk about none of it.
Go ahead. Let's do it in the last 5 minutes.
We go a little bit over if we do, but like maybe 5-10 minutes. So Lulu showed me that picture of a guy at when we did the Long Beach Laugh Factory. She was like, "This is the guy who swiped on me," and showed me his picture, and he was literally wearing a purse with his hip popped, and
like this, like this on the wall, like.
Wow.
She's not exaggerating.
Not at all.
Wow.
In the mirror, because there was a mirror, and
Yeah.
they was doing the mirror.
Wow.
He was posing, and I was like, man, these niggas is gay.
Oh,
And
gay.
it triggered me because it's like they don't even know they're gay, or they do, and I don't know what they're trying to do. And also, you know, this is personal to me as well, because I do believe one of my ex-boyfriends, I talked to you about this person at the Laugh Factory. I do believe one of my exes is a closeted homosexual. Mm-hmm. And he's just out, like, literally ruining women's lives, completely oblivious to the fact, because he's also a narcissist and he's a sociopath, whatever. But I'm like, in LA, this is why I do not date pretty dudes, is because when they're pretty, those be the gay ones. And I'm like, I don't understand why you're even on this app. Like, how can you not know that you're gay? You're wearing lip gloss.
There's one dude who tried to match with me. All his pictures was like this.
Duck lips.
Every picture, with the eyebrow too, like. Why you want me, sir? You don't want me, sir.
You clearly don't want me. You clearly don't want me.
Look at, man, this is your month. Go out there and live it up, bro.
I don't know if they're like actively searching for beards. Like, I don't want to be nobody's beard, man. It's 2021. Just be gay.
Just be gay. Also, you're in LA. Like, there are certain cities that are just like meccas to be gay, and this is definitely in the top 2.
Land of the free, home of the gay, man.
Yeah, like,
come here.
Don't understand what you're doing. But I was talking, and I don't even know if Mal, you even were aware of this, what happened in the Black comedy community, like maybe like it had to be like a couple months ago, the whole situation with the 2 Black comics that got into it, because I can say their names, right?
You told me about it.
Can I say their names? I mean, it's already public, right? I can talk about it.
It's been everywhere.
Yeah, so I can talk about it. So I'm talking about Billy Sorrells and D-Lay. And D-Lay, Billy outed D-Lay as sucking his dick on numerous occasions. And Billy's married to a woman. And apparently, I guess they have like an open relationship or whatever. But my thing is, like, and these were not 2 people that you would have assumed or had thought or had heard that either one of them was gay. As far as I know, they were both, you know, messing with chicks. And I understand the whole bisexual thing is a thing too, whatever, to each his own. But I've been saying for a very long time that so many dudes out here are gay, and nobody was believing me. But Lulu, when I said it to Lulu, she was like,
if you go to lunch with Candice, she will tell you 8 to 17 dudes that are gay. Just
she ain't lying.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lulu.
She like the gay whisperer.
She was Lulu, and I think Amanda Seals are the only 2 people that have from jump been like, I know. Like, they gay. Like, Owen Smith texted me when that whole thing went down and was like, yo, I know you heard about this Billy Sorrells delay thing. And I hadn't, because I had been out of town. I wasn't in touch at all with what was happening here. And he was like, man, you were right. You just need to write a book called I Told You So.
Oh, wait. So, but if a man gets his dick sucked from another man, does that make him gay?
A lot of them don't think so. A lot of them do not think. A lot of them, even the one that sucks the dick, can still say that don't make me gay. They will still. I'm not even lying. I've heard dudes say this. There's a dude who worked at the Comedy Store who said this.
Yeah, that's gay.
I'm like, then what is the definition of gay? If that's not the definition of gay, then what is it?
There's no way you get up off of your knees from sucking a dick and be like,
Think
that
you're
was a
straight.
totally straight thing that I just did.
But if you was getting your dick sucked from a man and was like, you was like, well, that was okay. Would that be a thing?
If you're in prison, I'll allow it.
Yeah. It's like,
Not in prison. We not in prison. We in
Oh.
regular life.
in your apartment? Yeah, no, that's gay.
gay.
No, I mean, it could be, he could again be a person
Okay.
who's like bi and maybe just exploring his sexuality to see maybe he likes it. And that's when age comes into play for me. Because I'm like, if you in your 30s doing this, you can't say you didn't know. We're just experimenting. Everyone knows when you're in your 30s what your sexuality is. I don't care who you are.
I think they're trying to say like they ain't kissed, so they're not gay.
So that
ain't gay. You know, he just got his dick sucked by another man. That ain't gay.
But what is less gay, kissing or sucking dick?
Kissing is intimate.
But so is sucking dick.
No, it could have been a crackhead exchange or something. It could have been like, oh, he owed me $30, suck my dick. You know, it could have been something like that.
Could have found a female.
He was available. I don't know. I'm just saying, if they were caught kissing, then I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, I mean,
gay.
But
they could have been kissing during sex. If they kissing during sex, now that's gay. If he came up after he was sucking his dick and then kissed him,
kissed him, that's gay. It wasn't gay until then.
It wasn't gay until the kiss.
Wow.
And I do need to clarify that we're not being homophobic. We were just been talking about the struggle of being a straight single woman in LA trying to date, and these dudes are gay, and we just want people to be honest. That's all.
Yeah, because you know why? Because it'd be like good looking dudes that you like, that are intriguing, that are good, you know, that you'd be like, man, this is a good looking man who has X amount of Z qualities that I like, and then you'd be mad because you'd be like, he don't even want me. No, Robert.
Yeah, no, it's infuriating. And I'll notice even just the difference when I go to different cities, like as far as attention from men, because that's how many of them out here, I think, are not into chicks. And so also narcissism, I think, is an issue too, because everyone's so self-absorbed, they don't pay attention to the other people. But and then in the Venn diagram, there's a lot of overlap of that as well, the gay narcissist ones. Then that's a whole nother episode of the podcast. But when I go to a different city, I'll get attention. I'll get more men hitting on me in 2 days than I will have in 6 months in LA.
That is That is very true. I get hit on more at New York airport than I do at.
It's facts. It's facts. And I've been saying, I was like, oh, these niggas, they gay. And it's not just, I keep saying niggas, but it's not just the black ones. There's a lot of.
Those are just the ones I know. I don't associate. I only associate with black men. I can only talk about black men.
That's all I know.
That's all I know.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm around a lot of white ones too, and they also are gay.
These white niggas.
I see it.
These white niggas.
And it's fine if you want to be gay, be gay. Just don't try to be gay with me. Like I don't.
Look, I have a lot of cool gay friends. I feel like that person. Like I got black friends. I got gay friends. You know, but they gay and they proud to be gay, and I love that they are proud to be gay. Yes. Be who you are.
Yes.
Don't try to be straight and then try to have sex with me, but you really like men.
Right. Yeah. They don't understand what that does to us. Like, it's like we're just all, casualties of them trying to figure out what's going on. But like, figure that shit out on some prostitutes or some shit. Don't just take a chick who's kind and nice and just minding her own business, who's just looking for love, and then you ruin her life.
Telling you, I want a family and love and a husband. And you're like, yeah, I want a husband too.
Yeah, so do I. We looking for the same dude.
The same thing, girl. My whole early 20s, I had the exact, would it be the opposite problem? Because I was very straight, but women that I was trying to get at thought I was gay. For
eyebrows.
Do you arch your eyebrows?
What?
Do you arch them? Like, do you get them tweezed and like?
No, I mean,
threaded.
I have before.
Do you get them threaded?
I have had them threaded and waxed.
Well, that's because they're so bushy. You don't do it to no. You do it because the hair is just.
Yeah, because I don't want
unibrow. Right. He doesn't want to be burnt from.
Yeah, you're actually doing it for maintenance.
Yes.
These
Yes.
dudes are like, they want to do this.
Yeah, no, they're doing it for the selfies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would tell the dude, I was like, do not shape the eyebrows. Just fucking clean them up around the edges.
So
But
wait, so they
don't try
thought you
to.
was trying to like be their gay best friend or something?
Yeah, like there was like plenty of stories of like me hollering at chicks, or like, because I'm a comic and so I'm not afraid to have a conversation. So I'll approach anyone. Like, I'll
Right.
talk to women at a bar, in the airport, at the grocery store, like, I don't care. And so I've had, there was like one particular time I was at this bar hollering at this chick, and then the conversation got stale, and I was like, all right, well, there's other people here. I'm gonna start talking to someone else. And then that girl came back 20 minutes later. It's like, do you want my number? And I was like, sure, I'll take your number. And she's like, so you're not gay? And I'm like, no, I was talking to you for fucking half an hour. Like, I don't
You
understand.
should throw her fucking number away.
I didn't call her.
Oh,
I
so
did
you're
not
not
call
gay,
her.
so take my
Yeah,
number?
yeah. It's like there were, and a bunch of other things that, I can't think of all the examples, but
Well,
Candace knows the struggle
to be
because I'm a
fair, he
nice guy.
was wearing a crop top.
Yeah, I did have a purse, and my hip was popped. I was wearing gloss.
That it was the gloss. It was the gloss
It
that
was
did
the
it.
gloss.
Yeah, I don't like dudes with super shiny lips either.
No, red flag. Red flag. No, it needs to have a little bit of ash on it.
Yeah, I need to see something cracked right here.
Yeah.
Right here, like let me know you out in these streets working.
Straight men don't know how to properly moisturize. That is
Mm.
definitely a red flag.
You know what he told me last night that I really appreciated? Because he has a beard. And he was like, I don't be knowing what to put in this. I was like, oh, I got you.
Oh, I got a straight one.
I got you. Let me take care of you. You don't know how to do nothing? Oh, let's go.
Rubbing our hands together.
Ooh, I was looking at his fingers. And I was like, oh, he don't got no manicure. Let's go. Yes, he's a keeper.
He got hair on his back. Oh, he is straight.
He's straight. Let's go.
Oh man, this has been fantastic. This went by very quickly, so I'm gonna have to have you back if you ever want to come back.
Definitely.
We have more gay stories to tell.
Yes.
LouLou, thank you. Where can everyone find you one more time?
You can find me everywhere on Instagram at LouLou_Gonzalez. You can find me on Facebook at LouLou Gonzalez. Just type in LouLou Gonzalez. On my Facebook, I will be posting up my up and coming shows. I think I'm hitting San Diego this month and the Bay in August. And yeah, I'll keep you guys posted.
Good shit. Good shit.
LOULOU for those of you listening. Yeah.
Yes. And Mal, where can people unfollow you?
Unfollow me at Mal Hall. Actually, no, follow me. I have shows in July. I'm a comedian again. My calendar is like filling up, and so I would like people to come to the shows. Brea, San Jose, Nebraska, like come to the shows. Malhall.com. All the dates are there.
Yay! And last but not least, I'm Jokes by Candice. If you have not subscribed, make sure you do that. Rate and review us. I'll be posting these on YouTube now, my personal channel, so make sure you subscribe there. Rate and review us on iTunes, and pay it forward and tell someone about this because we have a good time. Now, till next time, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Later.